Imagine living in North America over 15,000 years ago. No cities, no roads, no hospitals, only endless wilderness where every storm could become a fight for survival. A small hunting group moves quietly through the forest. Every step must be careful because danger could appear from any direction. This beautiful land hides countless dangers. Predators, steep cliffs, freezing weather, and accidents are all part of everyday life. While the hunters search for food, hungry predators quietly watch from the shadows, waiting for the perfect opportunity. By sunrise, the storm has passed. Fresh tracks in the mud reveal that a giant elk has recently walked through the valley. An experienced hunter studies the footprints. Every detail tells a story about where the animal went and how recently it passed. One young hunter is full of confidence. He wants to prove he can become one of the tribe's greatest hunters. Without speaking a single word, the hunters communicate through hand signals. Silence is often the difference between success and failure. Suddenly, birds burst from the bushes. Something has disturbed the forest, and every hunter instantly becomes alert. Excited by the chance to catch the elk, the young hunter rushes ahead alone, without realizing that a single careless step is about to change everything. The young hunter chases the elk without noticing that the ground beneath him has become steep, rocky, and dangerously unstable. Then it happens. One careless step lands on loose gravel, and the earth begins to move beneath his feet. He desperately tries to recover, but gravity is now stronger than his balance. In just seconds, he crashes down the rocky hillside, unable to stop the fall. His only weapon flies out of his hands, leaving him completely defenseless. The fall finally ends, but the real nightmare is only beginning. He looks down and immediately realizes something is terribly wrong. His leg is broken. In the prehistoric world, this single injury could mean the difference between life and death. He struggles to stand, but the broken bone cannot support his weight. Every movement sends unbearable pain through his body. The rest of the hunting group hears the crash and races toward their injured companion, knowing every second now matters. The hunters quickly reach their friend. They know this is no ordinary accident. An experienced hunter carefully examines the leg. The bone is badly broken, and everyone understands how serious the injury is. While some care for the injured hunter, the others keep watch. The sound of the fall may have attracted hungry predators. They've seen injuries before. They know that in this world, a broken leg can easily become a death sentence. The young hunter refuses to give up. He tries to crawl, hoping he can somehow escape. But after only a few painful movements, his body gives out. The pain is simply too much. The tribe immediately begins collecting branches, vines, and animal hides. They must build a stretcher before it's too late. The tribe's oldest healer carefully examines the injury. Her experience may be their only hope. Then, a chilling sound echoes through the valley. Wolves have heard the commotion. The injured hunter is now trapped. His tribe prepares to defend him, knowing the real battle is only beginning. The wolves have found them. Hungry and patient, they slowly step out of the forest, searching for an easy meal. No one runs. Every hunter knows they must stand together if they want everyone to survive. Luckily, the tribe has protected glowing embers from the previous night's fire. These tiny coals may now save their lives. With careful hands and a little patience, the fire comes alive once again. Fire is one of humanity's oldest weapons. The bright flames make even powerful predators think twice. The wolves were expecting easy prey, not a wall of fearless humans carrying fire. The leader of the pack carefully studies the situation. Finally, it makes its decision. One by one, the wolves disappear into the forest. This time, the humans have won. But escaping the wolves is only the first challenge. The broken leg is still a life-threatening problem. Working together, the hunters build a simple stretcher from branches, vines, and animal skins. It is the only way to carry their injured friend home. Every movement must be slow and careful. One wrong motion could make the broken bone even worse. The long journey back to camp begins. Every step is exhausting, but no one leaves a friend behind. A rushing river blocks their path. The hunters must cross carefully while keeping their injured companions safe and dry. The climb is slow and difficult. The stretcher grows heavier with every step. Hours of carrying another person through rough wilderness pushes every member of the tribe to their limits. Just when things couldn't seem harder, another storm begins to roll across the valley. Rain quickly soaks everything. The slippery ground makes every step even more dangerous. For one terrifying moment, the stretcher nearly falls. Teamwork prevents another disaster. At last, they spot smoke rising from their camp. Home is finally within reach. After an exhausting journey, the tribe finally reaches home. But the greatest challenge is only just beginning. As soon as the tribe sees the stretcher, everyone rushes forward. They immediately know something terrible has happened. The hunters gently place their injured friend beside the campfire, where everyone can help. The tribe's oldest healer arrives. Years of experience have taught her how to treat injuries without modern medicine. She carefully examines the injury, feeling where the bone has shifted beneath the skin. The first step is simple but important. Dirt must be cleaned away to reduce the chance of infection. Nearby, other members of the tribe collect plants that have been used for generations to ease pain and help wounds heal. The plants are crushed into a thick mixture. Everything the healer uses comes directly from nature. Animal fat is gently warmed over the fire. It helps hold the herbal medicine together and makes it easier to apply. After years of experience, the healer creates a natural medicine using ingredients gathered from the forest. The medicine is ready. Now comes the hardest part, straightening the broken bone. Everyone knows the next few moments will test his courage like never before. The tribe carefully holds him still. Without modern medicine, this painful procedure must be done while he is fully awake. He knows exactly what's about to happen. There is no way to avoid the pain. The healer slowly pulls the leg into position, trying to line up the broken bone as carefully as possible. The pain is overwhelming. His scream echoes through the valley, but everyone knows this painful step gives him the best chance to heal. After several difficult moments, the broken bone is finally back in its proper position. Now the tribe must keep the leg from moving. Strong, straight branches will become natural splints. Soft moss and animal fur protect the skin while helping make the splints more comfortable. The wooden splints are carefully positioned to stop the broken bone from moving during recovery. Strong leather straps hold everything tightly together, creating a simple cast made entirely from natural materials. The longest night begins. The bone has been set, but true healing will take many weeks, and the tribe must protect him every single day. Throughout the night, the tribe takes turns standing guard. Even while one member heals, everyone else must remain alert. Beyond the campfire, unseen predators continue watching. The fire keeps them away, but only for now. High above the camp, a mountain lion quietly observes the humans before disappearing back into the wilderness. Pain makes sleep almost impossible. Every movement reminds him that recovery has only just begun. Morning arrives, but the pain hasn't disappeared. Healing takes far longer than a single night. One day becomes another. Slowly, the tribe settles into a new daily routine. Little by little, the swelling begins to decrease. It's a small sign that the bone may be healing. Every day, the healer replaces the herbs and carefully checks the injured leg. Recovery depends on constant care. For the first time in his life, he cannot join the hunt. All he can do is watch the others disappear into the forest. Everyone around him continues working for the tribe. Unable to help, he begins to understand how much he depends on the people caring for him. As the days pass, food becomes harder to find. Every meal is now smaller than the last. The tribe carefully shares what little food remains. Every bite now matters. The weather begins to change. Winter is coming, and survival will soon become even more difficult. Even the best hunters cannot always find enough food. Some days, the forest gives almost nothing. That night, everyone understands the difficult question facing the tribe. Can they continue feeding someone who cannot hunt? The injured hunter notices their worried expressions. He fears he has become a burden to the people he loves. Then something remarkable happens. The oldest hunter quietly gives away his own meal. One by one, every member of the tribe chooses kindness over selfishness. Together, they make sure no one is left behind. In that moment, he realizes something powerful. Survival isn't just about strength. It's about caring for each other. Long before cities, governments, or written history, compassion was already helping humanity survive. Around this campfire, the true strength of our ancestors shines brighter than the flames. Week after week, life continues. The tribe keeps hunting, gathering, and protecting one another while the injured hunter slowly recovers. At last, the swelling begins to disappear. The broken bone is slowly healing. Every few days, the healer replaces the medicine and carefully checks the progress of the injured leg. Even the youngest members of the tribe help care for him. Everyone has a role in keeping the group alive. For the first time in his life, he learns that healing cannot be rushed. Some battles are won through patience. Seeing his progress, another hunter carefully makes a strong walking stick to help him stand again. After many weeks, he attempts something he thought might never happen again, standing on both feet. His leg is weak, and every muscle trembles. But he refuses to give up. One slow step becomes one giant victory. For the first time since the accident, he walks again. He almost falls, but once again his tribe is there to support him, just as they have been since the very beginning. Every new day brings another small victory. One step becomes two, and soon he can walk farther than ever before. Although he still cannot hunt, he begins helping with simple daily tasks. Every contribution matters. Recovery teaches him new skills. Even while healing, he finds other ways to support his people. After many weeks, the day finally arrives. He is ready to return to the forest. This time, he moves with patience. His accident has taught him lessons that no words ever could. Together, the hunters quietly spot another giant elk. This time, no one rushes. Working as a team, the hunters succeed. Patience and cooperation prove far more valuable than reckless speed. That night, the tribe celebrates, not just a successful hunt, but the return of one of their own. Thousands of years pass. The camp disappears, but the story leaves behind a silent witness beneath the earth. Today, archaeologists discover ancient skeletons with fully healed broken bones, powerful evidence that prehistoric people cared for one another long enough for these injuries to heal. Scientists carefully study the ancient skeleton. The healed fracture tells an incredible story that has survived for thousands of years. The evidence is clear. This person lived for many months after breaking a leg. Alone, survival would have been almost impossible. The bones tell us something extraordinary. Behind every healed injury was a community that chose to help instead of abandon. Our ancestors didn't survive because they were the fastest or the strongest. They survived because they stood together. The lessons learned through hardship were passed on to the next generation, helping future families avoid the same mistakes. Long before hospitals, cities, or written history, one simple act changed everything. Compassion. The willingness to help another person. It wasn't just kindness, it became humanity's greatest survival tool. And perhaps it still is today.